Hello, so today I want to show you how we can use old crayons to create a sculpture in the round. And remember, a sculpture in the round is a sculpture that has something to look at from all sides. So for instance, this paper tube sculpture is a sculpture in the round. No matter which angle I'm looking at it, which side I'm looking at it, there is something to see. A sculpture has height, so it's tall. It has width, wide, but it also has depth. It goes back into space or sticks out. So we are going to use old crayons and some glue to create an interesting sculpture. So this does take some patience, and it takes some a little bit of balance. So you're going to get a base to start with, a cardboard base, and you want to pick a side that's kind of crummy. And these spots here I can easily cover up with crayons, so this tape I don't like. So this is the side where I'm going to put my name. Your name and your code. You're going to flip it over and just choose some crayons that you like the look of them. Maybe your favorite color. Maybe you want to use all Crayola or all Rose Art kinds of crayons. Just pick out a few that you like. And I'm going to start trying to cover up these spots here that aren't very pretty. So these first crayons, I'm going to do a thick line of glue, and then I'm just going to set the crayon right in the glue. Now these first ones will be pretty easy because they're on the base. They're not going to move too much for you, but as you build up, it takes a lot of patience and it takes some acts of balance with the crayons. All right, so these are my two that I'm going to start with as my base, and then maybe I'll do this gray one that's touching the base but also touching the top of that crayon. So what I do is I lay it down and look, and that's where I want to put it, so then I know I need to put a dot of glue here. And be fairly generous with your dots of glue. Don't be too skimpy with the glue. And then you're going to set your crayon into those two dots of glue, and you want to hold it there, because as you build up, these crayons are going to want to start to roll off due to gravity. So you want to hold it there, give it some time. This is going to take some time to create. This isn't something you can get done really, really fast. So be patient with yourself, give yourself some grace. Two dots of glue. And I'm going to hold it there. Notice how I put my hand at each end of the crayon and try to hold it in a spot. If I give too much pressure, I could push and make this gray crayon roll out of there. So you don't have to press really hard, just gentle pressure, holding it in place, giving the glue some time to get sticky. As you work, you're going to get glue on your hands. You're going to want to rub them together and get that sticky glue off your hands, because you don't want your fingers to stick to the crayon and then you pull your fingers off and the crayon comes with it. So it's two dots. After those base crayons, it's two dots of glue every time you lay a crayon down. And you can really play with the balance of this structure. You can try to build tall, but you could also try to build off to one side and see if you can keep it from tumbling over this way like this and tilting that way. And that might be challenging and interesting to you. Another student may not like that at all, and that just kind of bugs them and they're not interested. So this is just for those of you who are interested and like a little bit of a challenge and think this would be a cool sculpture to have at your house when you finish and you can take it home. So I'm just going to work on this for a little while. So I'll fast forward as I go. But please know that I'm sitting here probably for at least a minute, 60 seconds, holding these crayons in place, giving the glue some time to get sticky before I go to place another crayon. Now if you use too much glue, it'll just look like a gluey mess. So you've got to be careful. Okay, I just bumped my sculpture and it started wiggling. So I've got, as I'm building up and adding more crayons, I have to be more and more careful because this structure could tumble down if I don't give the glue some time to get sticky. Hey Mom, how'd your appointment go? Okay. Yes. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. 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 Exactly. Right. Okay. Well, if it stops leaking, then hopefully that won't be too awful. Yeah. That's what. Do you? Exactly. That's what I'm complaining about. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 You toughed it out. Good. Oh, oh, because they're working on the bridge. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I scroll a little bit. I'm not on it all the time. No, you know what? I don't follow her on Facebook. I don't follow any of them actually. So I'm not friends with it. Really? Huh? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Uh, yeah. Right. Yeah. Yes. Yep. I remember Tori. I talked to her. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Exactly. Oh, yeah? Hmm. Why? Yeah. Mm. Right, yeah. Oh. Huh. How come? Hmm. Oh, maybe then they were just planning on staying just a year. Uh-oh. Well, then September would only be 1 year because she moved down in August. She wasn't in Florida when you were sick. No. Maybe they can get out and just do 1 year. I don't know. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a beautiful girl. Mhm. All right. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm glad the appointment went well. All right. Good. All right. Love you. Bye. Oh, okay. So I've been working on this crayon here for, it feels like 5 minutes. and I still can't get it to sit in the glue to get sticky enough to hold it. So this is something you're really, really gonna have to have patience. And if you're someone who you just don't have the patience to hold on to there, it looks like now I finally got it to sit and not roll, but that took quite a while. So if you're someone that you know you're not going to be patient enough to do this, then you probably don't want to start. But if you're willing to put in the time and the effort and the work, you can really create something very interesting to look at, and a beautiful sculpture to have in your room. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video, and then you should be able to see my finished piece after I press stop. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and I'll keep working on this, and you'll be able to see the finished piece in my classroom.